It is the ultimate American retirement dream, a quiet log cabin tucked away in the ancient rolling peaks of the Blue Ridge Mountains. The morning mist rising over the valleys, the vibrant colors of autumn, and a life far removed from the noise, the traffic, and the chaos of the modern city. For decades, this region has been the promised land for retirees seeking peace, nature, and a slower pace of life. But as we move into 2026, that dream is being met with a cold, hard reality that most real estate agents are desperate to keep hidden from you. For thousands of seniors who have already made the move, the mountain paradise they spent 40 years working for has turned into a financial prison. They are discovering, often too late, that the mountain life comes with a set of hidden costs that are draining retirement savings faster than any stock market crash ever could. Today, we are pulling back the curtain on the Blue Ridge Mountains. We are exposing the 7 critical reasons why mountain living has become a high-risk gamble in 2026. If you are currently browsing Zillow for a mountain retreat, or if you've already started packing your bags, you need to hear this before you sign a single document. Because in the mountains, what you don't know won't just hurt you, it could bankrupt your retirement. Reason number 1, the insurance blacklist. 10 years ago, getting a policy for a beautiful cedar log home was a standard procedure. Today, it has become a near impossibility. As climate patterns shift and the risk of wildfires in the Appalachian chain increases, major insurance providers have quietly redrawn their maps. They have identified high-elevation, heavily wooded areas as uninsurable zones. If your dream home is built primarily of wood, located more than 5 miles from a full-time fire station, or situated on a slope that a standard fire truck cannot easily navigate, you are likely on that blacklist. We are seeing reports of seniors in western North Carolina and northern Georgia receiving non-renewal notices with no explanation. When they go to the open market, they find that the only available options are state-backed fair plans or secondary market insurers who charge premiums that would make your head spin. Reason number 2, the $12,000 premium spike. This leads us directly to the second reason, the sheer cost of the coverage you can find. We're not talking about a 10 or 20% increase. We are seeing premiums jump from $2,000 a year to $12,000 a year overnight. For a senior on a fixed income, that isn't just a budget adjustment. It's an eviction notice. Without insurance, you cannot maintain a mortgage. And without a mortgage market, the resale value of your home plummets. You are trapped in a beautiful house that no one can afford to insure and no one can afford to buy. Reason number 3, the maintenance tax. There is a reason why the pioneers built with stone whenever they could. Wood is a living, breathing material, and in the humid, high-altitude environment of the Blue Ridge, it is under constant assault. The very things that make the mountains beautiful, the moisture, the shade, the dense foliage, are the natural enemies of a log home. To keep a log home from rotting or being infested by carpenter bees and wood-boring beetles, it requires a full professional treatment every 3 to 5 years. A decade ago, this might have cost $5,000. Today, you are looking at a massive financial burden just to keep the walls standing. Reason number 4, the scarcity of skilled labor. This is where the maintenance tax becomes even more painful. You cannot simply call a local handyman to maintain a high-end log cabin. You need specialists who understand cob blasting, staining, and chinking. In 2026, the scarcity of skilled tradespeople in rural mountain areas has reached a crisis point. You are competing with luxury developers for the few experts left. We've seen beautiful homes lose 30% of their structural value in just 5 years because the owners couldn't find or afford the specialists needed to keep up with the decay. Reason number 5, the isolation surcharge. When you live in a suburban neighborhood, you take infrastructure for granted. In the mountains, You are the infrastructure. Contractors in these regions are now charging portal-to-portal fees, meaning you are paying for the 2 hours they spend driving up the mountain before they even pick up a tool. If your well pump fails or your septic system needs service, you are paying a mountain premium for every single service call. In 2026, living off the beaten path means being at the mercy of a service economy that charges you for the privilege of your isolation. Reason number 6, the private road liability. Many of the most desirable lots in the Blue Ridge are accessed via private gravel roads or steep, winding driveways. What the realtor doesn't emphasize is that you and perhaps a few neighbors are entirely responsible for that road. If a winter storm washes out your access, or if the gravel erodes after a heavy spring rain, the county isn't coming to help. The cost of a single road grading or a load of gravel has doubled in the last 2 years. You are one storm away from being trapped in your own home with a 5-figure repair bill. If you're starting to realize that the mountain dream requires a much deeper level of planning than the real estate brochures suggest, you're exactly why we built the Smart Retirement Network. We don't just look at the views, we look at the math that protects your future. If you value this kind of raw, investigative look at retirement, take a second to hit the subscribe button right now. It's the best way to ensure you don't miss our upcoming reports on the safe zones still left in America. By joining us, you're not just watching a video. You're joining a community of smart seniors who refuse to be blindsided by the financial shifts of 2026. Reason number 7, the medical golden circle risk. This is the most critical reason of all. Many retirees move to the mountains in their early 60s when they are healthy and active. But by their mid-70s, the 40-minute drive to the nearest specialist or the 20-minute wait for an ambulance becomes a life-threatening liability. We are seeing a trend of reverse migration, where seniors are forced to sell their mountain homes at a loss just to move back closer to a hospital. They traded their safety for a view, and in 2026, that is a trade that many are deeply regretting. So, does this mean the Blue Ridge Mountains are off limits? Not necessarily, but it means the old way of retiring here, the buy a log cabin and hope for the best strategy, is dead. To survive in the mountains in 2026, you have to be smarter than the market. You have to look for what we call hybrid zones. These are areas that offer the mountain lifestyle but are built with modern, fire-resistant materials like fiber cement siding that looks like wood but carries half the insurance premium. You need to look for homes located within the golden circle of a regional medical hub like Asheville, Boone, or Roanoke, where you are never more than 15 minutes from a Level 1 trauma center. And most importantly, you must avoid the log cabin trap. A stone or brick home on a well-maintained, county-serviced road might not look as rustic in your photos, but it will protect your wealth and your health for the next 20 years. The real estate market is designed to sell you a feeling. The mist, the quiet, the sunset over the peaks. And those feelings are real. But they don't pay the insurance bill. They don't fix the rotting logs. And they don't bring the ambulance faster when every second counts. The Blue Ridge Mountains are a national treasure, but they are also a harsh environment that demands respect and careful planning. Before you fall in love with a view, look at the elevation. Look at the road maintenance agreement. Call an insurance broker before you call a realtor. Because the truth about the mountains is that they are beautiful to visit, but they are becoming increasingly dangerous to own. If you value your independence and your hard-earned savings, you must look past the mist and see the numbers for what they really are. This report is part of our ongoing mission at the Smart Retirement Network to give you the raw data that the mainstream media ignores. We aren't here to sell you a dream. We're here to help you survive the reality of 2026. If you found this investigation valuable, please hit that subscribe button and join our growing community. We are releasing new reports every Wednesday and Saturday, diving deep into the states and regions that are either protecting senior wealth or quietly eroding it. Before we go, I have a question for you. Have you ever dreamed of living in the mountains, or do you already live there? What is the one hidden cost that surprised you the most? I'll be in the comments section for the next few hours, and I want to hear your stories. Your experience could be the warning that saves another senior from making a life-altering financial mistake. Let's help each other find the real safe zones left in America. Stay smart, stay informed, and I will see you in the next report.